What up, nerds? Welcome back to the channel. Chardonn's here, and today we're diving into something that every single one of you who's ever clicked or typed in that /Bedwars knows intimately. We're talking about the full spectrum of emotions, the roller coaster of experiences, and the very essence that makes us keep coming back for more. Even when our keyboards are sticky and our sanity is even questionable, today we're tackling the good, the bad, and the downright ugly of Bedwars. Now, over countless of hours block breaking, bed defending, and yes, occasionally screaming at the monitor, you've come to realize that Bed Wars isn't just a game. It's a microcosm of the human condition, with more explosions and fewer meaningful life lessons. So let's break it down, shall we? Let's start off with the good. It's the stuff that keeps us hooked, the moment that makes us forget the impending carpal tunnel and the rage that simmers just below the surface. For me, the good in Bed Wars boils down to the core feelings that no matter how many games we play, we just never seem to lose their magic. It's the clutch against all odds. You know that feeling, right? Your team's out, your bed's gone, and it's just you against the world. At least 3 very determined individuals wielding Diamond Sword. Your heart's pounding, your palms are probably a little sweaty, or a lot sweaty like me, and every block placement feels like a monumental decision. It's like you're weaving in and out, dodging attacks, strategically placing TNT, and maybe even pulling off a cheeky bad snipe from across the map. Or even better, a stunt greater than that of Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible or Top Gun. And then the final hit, that glorious sound of a bed breaking, the desperate cries of your last opponent as they fall into the void, that feeling, that surge of adrenaline, and that pure satisfaction. It's like you've just solved the most complex puzzle imaginable, except the puzzle explodes and your opponents rage quit. It's digital David versus Goliath, and when you come out on top, even if it's just one in a blue moon, it's enough to fuel another 10 frustrating losses. That feeling, that improbable victory, snatched from the jaws of defeat, that's good stuff. That's Bed Wars dopamine, and that's what makes us play again, and again, and again. But it's not just the victories. Sometimes it's just like the sheer unadulterated weirdness that unfolds in a Bed Wars match. Okay, it's just like the most bizarre things that just happen. Where else could you witness somebody genuinely trying to break a wool-protected bed with a wooden pickaxe for a solid minute? Or a teammate who seems to be communicating solely through the strategic placement of random wool blocks in the sky? Or that one time a random block just floats there, defying all known laws of physics. These moments, these glitches in the matrix of block-on-block violence, they bring a smile to our faces, or like a puzzled, bizarre what? To our face. It's a shared experience of, did we just see that? It just breaks the tension of life. It just reminds you that at the end of the day, it's just a game. A glorious, janky, wonderfully unpredictable game. And these moments of shared absurdity, that collective, huh? It's that layer of the good that keeps coming back for the stories we tell each other later. And then now we get to the bad. Whew, this is going to be fun. There's the little dark side of this blocking coin. It isn't just about getting outplayed or losing a close game. It's about the insidious ways that Bed Wars just slowly chips away at our physical and mental sanity, okay? Just think about it. How many hours have we collectively spent hunched over our keyboards, our fingers pressing a frantic chant, a dance of clicks and keystrokes? That just relentless clicking, that constant strain on our wrists and fingers, the silent enemy. You might not notice at first, but after a particularly intense game of Bed Wars, just like the one I'm doing right now, that subtle ache in your wrist just becomes a little bit more persistent, and then carpal tunnel just makes itself evident. But people might say, oh, carpal tunnel's bad. Side note, it is bad. Don't get it. Try to avoid it. I got it once and it was terrible, okay? But it's a mark of our fight. It's a mark that I just set myself on fire. But yeah, it's a mark of our fight. It's a mark of our battles. It's our battle scars. Carpal tunnel is proof that we're not just nerds without a life who play Bed Wars. Oh wait. We have battle scars to prove that we have really seen the dark side of life. We have seen the dark side of the Hunger Games. We have lived in the Hunger Games when the odds were never in our favor. Okay? It's like, yeah, just carpal tunnel is just another one of those bad things, but you just love about Bed Wars. And then it's like the tension headache from the nail-biting standoff. It's just general, it's just block by block, It just chips away at our sanity. Suddenly we're just like blurry-eyed individuals paying the price for our pixelated passion. And it's just the subtle bad that comes into our territory. But let's not forget the good of it. The sheer goodness of it all. And then the other bad of it is the existential dread of the inventory management. The inventory. Oh, that inventory. The seemingly simple grid becomes a source of immense stress and frustration in the heat of battle. You're trying to quickly grab that fire charge, but you accidentally pick up 3 stacks of wool. You're trying to find your ender pearl to make a quick escape, but it's buried beneath a pile of cobblestone and a half-eaten apple. It's a constant battle against the digital clutter. A high-stakes game of Tetris where the penalty for failure is a swift and explosive death. A rather sad way to go, in my opinion, honestly. Like, just imagine, you're just looking for the perfect ender pearl, the perfect clown pierce move to get yourself out of a sticky situation, but then, boom, you're just falling out of the sky like that. It's just a chaotic mess, but you just can't find what you want in time. It's the digital equivalent of frantically searching for keys while your house is on fire. It's a constant struggle. It's like a low-level anxiety induced to a 9x4 grid. That's another insidious bad of the Bedwars experience. It's just purely insane. Like, look at me. I'm just trying to find the right stuff. I couldn't even find my pickaxe that I'm using my hand to shatter wool, okay? And then I just make the jump like that. And I'm like, okay, let me find my stuff. I still can't find my pickaxe. I need to find my pickaxe. And then boom, boom, I just died. Like, look at that. That's just textbook inventory insomnia. It's just insane, okay? And then we get to the very, very ugly part of Bedwars. Honestly, this part is the most hilarious part, but it's also the most true. And it's the polite facade of the calm and collected gamer that just crumbles into dust and raw and unfiltered emotion. And this is when the betrayal that really cuts deep. And you know how teamwork makes the dream work? But the ugly betrayal isn't just about them stealing your iron. It's about that moment when you've built a decent defense, you're coordinating your attacks, you actually start to believe in this fragile alliance, and then out of nowhere, your so-called partner decides your bed looks like a fun target practice. And then in that moment, that gut punch of digital treachery, that's really ugly. It's not just like looking at the game, but it's like a pure violation of trust. You know that one player that just like looks at your stuff and just like destroys it all in one bit? It just leaves you questioning your life choices, your judgment of character, and possibly even the fundamental goodness of blocky being. The fundamental goodness of humanity is placed into question when you play this game. The sheer ugliness of it all when you have to question the goodness of the world as you play this game. And then it's that raw, visceral disappointment, that feeling of being utterly bamboozled by the someone who was supposed to have your back. It's the prime example of the Bedwars ugly. It's the prime example of the ultimate rage. You just rage because the person you thought was your friend is now your enemy, and the enemy of your enemy is your friend, which is kind of weird because that means that your opponent is now your friend. So yeah, it's kind of a bad analogy, but anyway, that's what a great Native American chief once said. I forget his name. I'll think of it somehow. Anyway, down to the last ugly. It's the inevitable, soul-crushing void deaths. Of course, we can't talk about the ugly without mentioning our dear friend the void. Okay? That bottomless abyss that seems to have the magnetic attraction for blocky feet, especially during the most crucial moments, whether it's a miscalculated bridge or a well-timed knockback from a sneaky opponent. That classic moment when you're so focused on attacking and you just walk off the edge of the world. It's the void that collects our digital souls. But the real ugly isn't just falling. It's the reaction that follows, the involuntary groan, the frustrated sigh, the muttered curses under your breath that escalate into a full-blown monitor-punching levels of rage. That raw, unadulterated frustration, a feeling of utter helplessness as you plummet to your doom with a diamond in your inventory, with that epic diamond sword in your inventory, as you fall to your doom and lose it all, just like when Mufasa falls to his death, knowing it was the end, but still not be able to do anything about it. That's the unfiltered of the whole Bedwars experience. So there you have it. Hope you enjoyed the video. It's a whole lovely little blockbuster thing of Bedwars. Enjoy the figure trim, blah blah blah, and tell me what your Bedwars experience is in the comments below, and subscribe.